second graders, Ms. McCormick back again. We're going to be doing our phoneme grapheme mapping. That is, phonemes are sounds, graphemes are the letters. So in our boxes we're going to be writing the letters that represent each sound. Each box represents one sound. So if you want to get the printed out information, also the forms that you could use at home, you can join my Edmodo group. So join the group by typing in the code TIRMZ6Z. That way you can get all of the forms. A quick review of some syllable types. Your words this week have lots of different syllable types. I think that's the main focus of your list. So a quick review. An open syllable has a single means one, a single vowel at the end of the word. It can go a long way. Remember, it can open the door and run a long way. So we put the macron on top. That's the long symbol. It says its name, O. A closed symbol is a single, one vowel, followed by one or more consonants. Remember that vowel that loves to run? He can't get to the door stays closed. He bumps into that consonant. He can only go a short way, so we put the short symbol. That's called a breve. The breve goes on top, so we remember it's the short sound. So that's the explanation of open and closed syllables. We'll mostly have closed syllables in our words this week, which means the vowel will be short. And I'll demonstrate also about some vowel teams. Vowel teams are when we have two vowels working side by side. They're only making one sound. And I'll go through that when we get to that word. A couple of words, actually. So the first word we'll do is stop. Remember, we put dots in the corners of the boxes for every sound, and then we go back and we figure out what letter represents that sound. So the first word is stop. The first sound is at the S. We crawl to the left and then the right. Looks like my marker's not going to incorporate. The next sound is T. See if this marker's better. Yep. Ah. Ah is an open mouth sound. It's my vowel. The O. My lips are closed. That means the line comes first. We start in the middle of the box, go down under the writing line. Do not pick up your pencil. Slide back up on the same line, and then write your bubble sitting on top of the writing line. Please do not make your P float up in the air. It should be sitting on the writing line. If you make your P floating up in the air, it looks like a capital P. We do not put capital letters in the middle of our words. We've got a single vowel followed by one or more consonants. It's short. Ah, stop. That's a closed syllable. The next word is state. I live in the state of Louisiana. State. The first sound is T. Down from the top, go down, and then cross. The next sound is A, so it's the letter A. T, T. Start from the top, go down, and then cross. Now, this looks like a closed syllable, but we don't need the short vowel here. We need it to say the long sound. In the word state, the long A is made with the silent E. Please put the silent E in the same box as the T. It does not make its own sound. It does not get its own box. So we cross out the E, draw a line over the arrow over to the A, and make the macron over the top. So we know it makes a long sound. For a silent E syllable type, the vowel in front of the consonant and the silent E work together. State. The next word is strap. Strap. The strap on my backpack broke. Start from the top, go down. That's the R starting in the middle of the box. Go down, come up, and then swim over just a little bit. A is the next sound. A like an apple is the A. Please make your A the correct way. We make a magic C. Up and touch, down and bump. The next sound is P. P. My lips are closed, so that's the P. P. The line is first. Under the writing line, come up and put the bubble sitting on top of the writing line. I've got a single vowel followed by one or more consonants. The vowel is short because it can only go a short way. That is a closed syllable. Let me scoot this up a little bit. The next word has a vowel tune. The vowel tune is EA. And let me show you this card. There are 3 different sounds for the EA. So you need to learn all 3 of them, because when you see a word with the EA, you need to try each of those sounds to figure out, does that sound fit in that word? And teachers, if you have, I'll show you the book. If you have this Phonics and Spelling through Phoneme Grapheme Mapping by Catherine Grace, this is the page numbers that I'm referencing on your teacher's map of the Phoneme Grapheme Mapping book. So the EA has 3 different sounds. You can find this on page 214 of that book I just showed you. A sentence that you can remember all 3 sounds is eat a great breakfast. The EA in eat says E. The EA in great says A, and the EA in breakfast says E. So it could be E, A, or E. So when you see an EA vowel team, remember, eat a great breakfast, EA, to figure out what sound EA is working together to say. Teachers, I want to show you this from the Phoneme Grapheme Mapping book. It's on page 188. A lot of this we're taught to teach our students when 2 vowels go walking, the first one does the talking, and the second one is silent. The problem is that rule only works less than 30% of the time. Here are the vowel teams. Here's the ones that do fit that pattern, and here's the one that do not fit that pattern. So, actually, there's the list. So, less than 30% of the time, then that's not a good rule that our students can use to help them out with the majority of the words they're going to be experiencing. So I wanted to show you that so that you would understand why we're learning vowel teams in a different way. So the word that we're going to do next is stream. I walked in the stream. Start from the top and go down. In the word stream is spelled with an E-A. And it says E like in eat. Stream. It says one sound, so E-A goes in one box. It's representing one sound. If you want to put the macron on top of the E to remind you of what the sound is, go ahead and do that. And the last sound in stream is My lips are closed. It's the M. Stream. The next word is clip. I put a clip in my hair. The first sound is K. Start from the top, go down. If, if. Like the ball's going to go in the hoop. If, in. Start in the middle, go down, and then put your dot on the top. My lips are closed first. That reminds me the line is first. Go under the writing line, come up, and put your bubble on the writing line. Clip. I've got a single vowel followed by one or more consonants. It's closed. The vowel is short. In. Clip. Let's stop for a second. I'm going to switch over to part 2 video so that these videos are not too long. Please come back and watch the rest of the words because I've got some other interesting patterns to show you.